but who's it going to be? Zhang, as we know, is a very dogged character. We saw that yesterday when he came through that thriller in the semi-finals, and he did well to win that last frame as well.
To grab hold of the 8th, because there was an onslaught he was faced with from Zhao Xintong. He'd made 2 total clearances, but for an exhibition shot on the black.
What a fluke.
He's still winning.
Seven.
Well, that's not the worst kiss either, so...
A couple of hours now, good 3 hours really since the last session. So it's just getting back out there and trying to produce the goods in the most important session of the week. More than likely be in the Tour Championship as well.
Ten.
But he's almost got 2 ways of playing. I mean, he
18.
turns up at the Crucible and never performed there since. I know that's not his problem right now, but he's good. He's so good.
$26.
It was the first match, he had the night off at least. So we got the fluke, but just 31 made from it.
Timed out. 31.
That was half a chance, wasn't it? And you can't really call that any more than half a chance. It's a difficult long red. This is a delightful safety shot, however.
Got to keep him firmly on the back foot. But there you go, he's not that in.
Well, the problem is, and we've seen it already in this event with...
One.
It's a lovely shot.
Five.
We had a record number in the last 16 in the quarterfinals. Of course, all 4 semi-finalists are from China to the calendar next season.
To land. May not have been a fluke in the same way as
21.
Jiang had, but that was quite fortunate. Delicate little nudge here of the Reds. Got a lot of class, hasn't he? Don't hit the ball too hard.
$29.
He's got to recover here. He's on the black, but he's got to find a...
$37.
Seemed to have played a reasonable safety, but Zhao Xintong found the long red.
45.
Beautiful red, wasn't it? The frame will be long since won by then. And even the yellow is providing with high value colours. Not required.
53.
The top players, top 10 in the world, but not a ranking event. So this is his first ranking final since the Crucible, reminding us all why he won it last year there.
61.
Countenance, you know, it can be pint of blood stuff at times, but he always sort of looks like he's on a bit of a day out, enjoying doing what he does best, which is knocking balls in.
Well, this is a pretty good positional shot, isn't it? I'll go as far as to say it's better than pretty good. It's and now it
78.
he could decided against it.
81.
So he's decided to leave an angle on this brown. No
85.
contact made, so
Not to be, but a fine 85. Zhao Xintong back in front in the World Grand Prix final in Hong Kong, 5-4. There's never been more than a frame between him and Jiang. He's hoping that will change.
yes, as you said, the red came down, but it was certainly a tricky one, and he was forced into playing it. In the end. So you have to exploit anything fortuitous that goes your way at this game.
Well, 10 frames to play, including this one. Trying to continue his 100% record in finals, UK Championship 2021.
This one, though, getting the cue ball down the other end. Well, maybe he can put anything after all. The point I was making, though, is that you see players who become reckless with their long game because they're so confident of it. I think he's okay for the pink. Someone like Xintong.
14.
Bigger help. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
21.
Now the opportunity here to go into the reds is there if he wants it, but he could play on the loose one. It was just very measured at this stage.
28.
And that is the one.
41.
He'll have to play a good shot here to get in behind that same red. Beautifully done. Better shot than it looked.
He knows he can't take him for granted. Lost his previous 2 meetings to him, in fact, including one at the away from opening up for the first time here in the final. 2-frame lead.
$61.
It doesn't feel like Zhang's done a lot wrong. A good safety. Zhang knocked in a long red, and then in this frame, another great red flew in.
Well, he's mesmerising, isn't he, at times, these 2 frames. I mean, he made two fantastic breaks. The way that he's taken these two frames from positions of
75.
well, hardly anything. Well, he's won the frame. It's a great start to the evening session.
Yeah, and that's why.
One.
It's very fiddly to put the rest in an unnatural position. Yes, that was the reason he missed. It was a really
Zhao Xintong.
awkward rest shot.
One.
This time, yeah, negotiated pretty well.
Nine.
They're so few and far between. You've got to take them at this level against this wonderful
And
player.
14.
Rankings, of course, based on prize money.
Yes, I mean, as a first-time world champion, you know, you're on the one-year list. It's not bad, is it, for a champion with all the different pressures? And he could end up a lot higher if he wins this evening. Anyway, he's left this on.
One. Stand up. One.
Well, he nearly did pot one.
Well,
Bang.
To take advantage again.
One.
and he's tried to.
Eight. $16.
He does win the title. His prize money for the season will go over just over £700,000. So
No, I think he's done well. You know, I don't know what people expected, really. I'm sure I can quite believe how he did it. But first-time world champions, you know, it come under a lot of scrutiny. I think. Well, that was not close. And he has left a chance. Now, this is a big moment.
Zhao Xintong.
well, it's a very good chance, but he's slightly under it with just the start that, you know, they practiced together. He won't be any surprise to Zhang under how well Xintong's played so far. He's a pretty... Had to take the cue ball around the houses off the pink.
$17.
To play a little bit more, and that's what he's done exactly there. With the pink over the right corner, that was the perfect moment to disturb the two reds. Now, what has he done here? What has he done here?
Yeah, well recovered. But he's back in business now, And with a 20-point lead, we want to see a real close battle, exciting match.
35.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the standard of play is just clinging on again here, isn't he? But he's taken them well. He's recovered it well. Beyond Zhang. But of course, there's another frame to go before the mid-session, and he might be able to win that one as well. Who knows?
Has made a difference. Jiang not on the ground, but well and truly over the line here. Important visit just to steady the ship in this final, because there was a danger that terrific match this, and Zhang has pulled one back, trails 6-5 to Zhao Xintong, the world champion. Once again eyeballing that red, hoping for cover.
Just dead bat situation here. If he gets pegged back again, then you might wonder what he's got to do to shake Zhang off. This is the problem, you just can't know for sure. He felt he couldn't.
Stand up. 8. One.
I don't think he... I mean, I think the quality of and purity of ball striking for these two has been... Both players do not hit balls hard, they stroke
6.
everything in. Making...
Twelve.
He's willing the cue ball to slow down. He played on that red to middle. He was thinking a lot about the cue ball there.
Well, it's a big chance this, but of course as we get nearer the real business end of the final, it's bound to be about the World Championship. Is certainly at the Crucible. He kind of led from the front in every match, didn't he? Including the final. Sustained comeback would have been asking a hell of a lot.
17.
But this is a much closer match. In terms of the season he's had, I mean, you know, people said, would he dominate? But what does that mean these days? If there's 25 tournaments, standard is so high. That's why the tournaments are being shared around.
You're seeing a level of excellence, though, from him, which is...
33.
Oh, what a delightful shot that is, and a brave shot. Well, it's hard to imagine that that cannon could go wrong, and it...
The other thing about being world champion, particularly first time, doing a lot of media work and endorsement work in China. So he's been, I think, a good world champion in that sense. Moments when he's gone out early, maybe a factor. The travelling as well.
49.
Lost his way. Xintong in the mood this week to punish.
So long, he just wants to be playing snooker again. And the
57.
shootout, I wasn't entirely sure about being on the sidelines for so long.
Yeah, he came before he played in Blackpool. He came and sat in the audience while his sort of Sweet Caroline was going on and all that. This is the more familiar environment, and just a few balls away now from securing the frame. He's going to need one more red after this blue. Odd moment, the odd mistake, and the odd moment, of course, of brilliance from his opponent has made the difference. It's a really good match, though, and still...
Yeah, I mean, Zhang in this frame, that chance where I think that could be the difference between the two players on the evening, because now the two frame leader's been there and put in front of him again. Zhang. I mean, against this class of opposition, he's done extremely well.
Problem is the level your opponent plays to. Zhao Xintong's already made 2 centuries in the final. And Neil Robertson.
89. 93. 98.
Tong's level to dip, and there's no sign of that. He's playing superbly. His 3rd century of this World Grand Prix final. Lovely clearance of 111.
Cube was racing a bit here, down towards the reds again. Played it beautifully. What a shot.
Wow.
Obviously all frame-winning contributions.
$17.
I mean, the opening red with the rest
25.
where he cannoned the other red out was not as planned. Yes, I mean, I suppose he could make one here for now. But the bottom line, it really is a good chance, actually, for staying on reds and blacks for the foreseeable.
The Masters just last week in Berlin. From his very first chance in the very first frame against Barry Hawkins.
But is he going to continue on the black? There is your answer. There is your answer, because he really didn't have to do that.
$75.
Yes, I don't know if he's got... It's okay.
That's a shame.
One red left on the table will You know, keep the frame alive, I think. You know, these things are possible. Believing, wouldn't it? A maximum attempt getting so far and then the frame still going.
9.
Very close to stealing a frame that was all day long over.
Although that is not hit hard enough.
$25.
On the last red, it seems. That's not a very good shot.
Zhao Xintong, circle 1.
But he wasn't prepared to take any risks of that kind. I think it might have cut in. Tell you another thing here, that the yellow's gone into a promising place for getting snookers right there. But that was not as good as it might have been. He'd be disappointed there. That was a possibility. On the right side. Oh my goodness. Obviously, if he can avoid it like there, he will. But you know, he can now pop the red and the black. It's but he doesn't look like missing them, does he? Let's be honest. I know he missed one earlier, but I think he was quite happy to hit the yellow. To go twice up and down. Amazing shot, isn't it? Amazing shot. It's the only way he could go, I think.
Wonderful pot, and that secures the frame and just holds off that moment of uncertainty for Wombat. And this final could yet be heading for a very exciting conclusion. It's been real high quality. Zhao Xintong still ahead, but not being able to really break free of Zhang. He's been a couple of frames ahead a couple of times, but Zhang proving to be very stubborn.
It's not a beautiful, clean shot that he knocked in.
Zhang 5.
There's the smallest gap you'll see. That is incredible.
1.
That's why Jiang looked so disappointed.
Crowd living every moment. A few of them wondered if that black would drop.
Nine. $17.
Key, isn't it? Suited to long matches, I think. It's a great split, but what is he on? Gave it everything, didn't he? Gave it everything, rolled it.
$38.
So already 40
45.
to the good. Plenty of reds to go at here for an 8-6 lead.
46. $54.
That was a little too close for comfort, wasn't it, to the top jaw like that during the course of this break.
So he's just holding Zhang off, isn't he? Zhang, where they were when they resumed at 4-4.
On the right, there was a wall of reds, but there was the smallest gap
76.
through to one red. Incredible.
Just a few millimetres here and there, isn't it, that's made the difference. We said at the time it can make the difference between winning and losing a frame, and it's cost Zhao Xintong with a chance to make his 4th century of the final.
84.
If he can deal with these awkward reds.
$92.
I suppose the fact that he's a left-hander is one thing that might stop him. That's all I can imagine, because a right hand on this down the cushion or easier.
Just fell in, and there's the century. Crowd loving this.
Well, it's been sensational. I mean, it really has. I think Zhang has played beautifully as well, and you know he's at the point of.
107.
So we're seeing a level of snooker in this final, which is up there with anything you'll ever see, in my opinion.
He's played to a level in some finals this season. He would have won them, but you know it's about
112.
obviously how your opponent plays, and Zhao Xintong has brought his A game.
116.
Dazzling exhibition.
121.
In a final full of them trying a trick shot on the black, and what about that?
Terrific shots, a brave shot actually, because he knew he was crashing into the bunch. And the black, as you can see, is well and truly tied up at this stage.
Six. Thirteen.
Been different finalist. These moments are always there, aren't they? Which he negotiates
19.
absolutely delightfully. At the moment, he's just taking what is there,
25.
knowing that the black still isn't close to being in play.
$31. $37.
Well, he's getting on this blue ball. Negotiate a path right round through the bulk colours, but when you get on the blue perfectly every time, it's a good shot as well. Played it safe there. He knew that there were plenty of options down the table. This is a really superb break. I know that it won't hit the numbers of previous
47.
breaks in this match, because he's taken an
48.
absolute delight to watch him. He's some player, he really is.
$54.
Once again, absolutely perfectly in behind the blue. He's another red. I wonder if those two reds might have been a plant.
$60.
That's why he played it at the pace he did, because it was on its way to the right corner. The break might have come to an end. But I can honestly say, I think that was a genius break of 65 for me. The pink was never really involved. The black was never in play. It was wonderful.
Well, needs to be on the pink, really.
1.
The blue's in.
No, but the point you make is absolutely right. I mean, the more...
$7. $14.
Well, the plan would be to pot this and finish below the...
Done that. 20.
Well, he'd done well until that point. He'll be in a snooker of his own here.
Zhao Xintong has played. His level has not dropped all day. It's been his A game really right from the start.
Cue ball down to the bulk end. Doesn't get much wrong, does he? Goodness, not much room. What a shot that was.
One.
So it's going to be 9-6 for sure. It's going to take something special to stop Zhao Xintong now.
Zhao Xintong 1. And the frame.
Once again, there was a gap, but it doesn't mean that the pot to middle was any easier.
Eight.
The last visit of this final. It's a Chinese New Year in a few days' time. Can well and truly see the winning line here, the finishing post in this World Grand Prix. He's played brilliantly. But his tactical game as well, and against some of the great tacticians, has held up very strongly.
Well, there's the zip on the cue ball that he gets, but beautiful, really delightful. Well, this time, to make sure there's no push shot played.
38.
I think he's got a chance, you know. Shots he's playing in amongst them on this big stage against an opponent
46.
close to the top of his game. He's playing. It's a joy to watch him.
Carlos Alcaraz come along in tennis. Luke Littler, of course, in darts. You know, you think the old era can never be overturned, but it is. And Zhao Xintong this title as well, and he has played superbly.
62.
2 more pots needed. Himself. But he's playing someone very special here.
You know that a lot of players can make centuries. A lot of players can play well, but
70.
there's a real beauty in the way he does it.
Well, they're cheering because that is a fact. Effectively, just needed one chance again. And the late, great John Virgo was right.
Seventy 8. $86.
Stephen Hendry's record of 7 centuries in a final
93.
on the cards. Barry Hawkins did that in the World Grand Prix not so long ago.
94.
This has been... What a finish. What a player.
Well, I've said this before, but in cricket you've got the little master, Sachin Tendulkar. Of the little master, he's a magnificent player. He doesn't look under pressure, even when he's been put under some this week.
110.
In the best of 9.
Yeah, let's not forget he made the high break A 145, which followed a
190.
130 in the previous frame. Finish off here with a 144. Just dazzling stuff.
22.
But I think he's reached peak here in this final.
You're 26.
This is really as good as it gets for now.
So the break ends at 1-3-1.